when we're thinking about other integrations around all of these systems, you keep saying that like devil's in the detail, because I think often integrations, they might say, yeah, we integrate, but you don't actually know what that integration does. So it might say, oh, other phone systems might say, yeah, we have an integration, but maybe that doesn't mean contact syncing. That might just mean a particular piece of that. Is there anywhere where law firms get caught out with thinking that things will integrate, but it might not actually be what they seem?
So we'll use a couple of examples. So like one integration that you may have is, yeah, you're right, contact syncing. So in the VoIP space, so when somebody calls you, if that contact is in your practice management, the CRM, it might surface it. The next level of integration is pushing the recording or transcription. Those two, they're a big difference. It becomes even more of an issue with other systems. So you might have an automation system. Again, they can only pull out the contact details, but can't pull out all the matter details like property or settlement date, can't push that. So there's three types of integrations that you really need to consider. And each one needs to be assessed. So one is a direct integration. So this is where VXT is very strong. They write a direct integration with every practice management system that's fairly deep. So it essentially does everything it needs to do. Like even with the current integration, getting the file notes in there, getting the transcription, surfacing the data, that's about all a VoIP system needs to do at this point. But then you do get situations where, so direct integrations are generally better. They're no cost. You log into Clio, you log into your VXT account, hit OK, done, it works. The next level of integration, especially as you get to larger firms, is what you would call low-code integrations like Zapier. So they're less than ideal. They do work, but essentially allows you to, if the two systems don't have a direct integration, that's the approach. And the final one, and this is the one that'll often, when clients are told that we can integrate with anyone, all they're essentially saying is we have an open API and you build the integration. And that's a difficult one. It's a costly one, and it's not always appropriate to have a third party building integration they support. So what you're looking for when you're first looking is a direct integration, and then you're asking what specifically is it syncing? Contacts, file notes, in automation, is it syncing in the fields? Is it a one-way sync or a two-way sync? Often firms get caught out with zero integration. So it's such a common thing that that the matter accounting is done in the practice management system, but the business accounting is zero. Most firms, we have zero sync. Okay, so you've issued an invoice, it's gone over to zero, then it's paid in zero, but it doesn't sync back. So some products have two-way syncing. The Clio has two-way syncing, Unity has two-way syncing. Some products, unfortunately, are still one-way sync, so there's more duplication of that. So the quality of the sync is something that needs to be analyzed. And unfortunately, it's actually fairly hard for a lawyer to do. These are tiny intricacies that it's difficult for me to keep track of. And I invest a lot of time into making sure I'm on top of it. So yeah, devil's in the details, and do take the time to do the due diligence, and hopefully as much as possible have the solution presented to you and shown to you and potentially tested that it actually does what it says it does.